Problem number 21 from the study guide says the absolute value of b minus 3 is equal to 8. Remember, if we had the absolute value of x equals 7, what two numbers could x be so that the absolute value would be 7?
We're not on record on them.
Hello, YouTube.
What could your numbers be? What numbers would have an absolute value of 7? 7 and negative 7. So, the absolute value of the stuff under my finger is either equal to 8 or negative 8. So, b minus 3 equals 8, or b minus 3 equals negative 8. And then you solve. B is 11, or b is negative 5. So which answer choice is that?
What number is
Answer choice C, on number 21.
Oh, wait.
Number 22 says the absolute value of 6m plus 4 is equal to 5. So the absolute value of the stuff under my finger is equal to 5, or it's equal to negative 5. So that I need to subtract, divide. M is 1/6. Subtract 4, divide. That's going to be negative 3 over 2. Which answer choice is 1/6 and negative 3 over 2? B. Less than 5. 22, 23. Negative 7, negative 4, and then negative 5, negative 1. And you need to find the slope. The formula for slope is y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. Label your points. Plug them in. So it's going to be negative 1 minus negative 4 over negative 5 minus negative 1. So I get 3 over 2 for my slope. That is answer choice B. Any questions on 23? 24 says graph the line that goes through 0, 6 and has a slope of 1, 3. So if it goes through the point 0, 6, that's actually its y-intercept. And then apply your slope, which is 1/3. So it goes up 1 and over 3. And that would be what your graph would look like. And I believe that has an answer. Which one is that? That's answer choice B. 25. Decide whether the lines are parallel, perpendicular, or neither. In 25, the line is 3x minus 4y is negative 1. And then 8x plus 6y is negative 3. You have to solve them both for y. So Austin, help me do this. How do you solve this one for y?
Move 3x to the other side.
Okay. So y is 3/4 x plus 1/4. Okay, help me do the next one. do you know if they're parallel, perpendicular, or neither? What do you look for? Tell me about parallel. Same slope, but they also have to have different y-intercept. So what? So they're parallel? Do they have the same slope? Okay, what's perpendicular? Slopes are opposite reciprocals.
Sorry.
Okay. Okay. So perpendicular has opposite reciprocal. What do you think about that? Is that what we have here? Yes. Comparing these are perpendicular. Which answer choice is that? B. 26. 26 says decide whether the relation is a function. And this is what I have. I have -2, 6, 1, -9, 4, -4, 7, 8, 11, -3. What do you look for to decide if it's a function? For it to be a function, no x value can be repeated. So is that a function? Yes. Yes. 27. Find f of 1 when f of x is equal to x squared plus 4x minus 5. So you just plug the 1 in. And we have 1 plus 4 minus 5. What do we get for an answer here? 0. That is answer choice B. 28. Find f of k when f of x is equal to 3x squared plus 4x plus 5. All you do is put the k in place of that. 3k squared plus 4k plus 5. Which one is that? D. 29. Says x to the 7th times x squared, and that's x to the 9th. Answer choice D. Number 30 says -3x to the 5th y times -4x to the 9th y squared. Multiply the parts that match. -3 times -4 is 12. X to the 5th times x to the 9th is x to the 14th. Y to the 1st times y squared is y to the 3rd, and that is answer choice B. (31) is 15 to the 0 plus 8 to the 0. What's 15 to the 0? What's 8 to the 0? 1 plus 1 is 2. So that's A. 32, 4p to the -3rd power. What does it mean to have a negative exponent? Move everything to the other part of the fraction. So this is 1 over 4p cubed. Now go ahead and cube the 4p. Cube them each. It's going to be 1 over 4 cubed. What's 4 cubed? 64 p to the third. That's answer choice C. 33 says 5x to the negative 2. Now tell me something. That negative 2 is attached to the x, not the 5. Look at the difference between these two. If the negative 2 was supposed to affect the 5, it would be in parentheses like this problem was. So when you move the part to the bottom, you only move the x squared. Compare those two to see the differences and how to handle that. And so this answer choice is B. 34, m to the negative 7, m to the 5th, m to the negative 1. When you have the same letter written more than one time, I would add all those exponents together. What do you get when you add negative 7 to 5 and to negative 1? Negative 3. Now you can't leave a negative exponent, so at the end you need to make sure you move that to the bottom. So it's 1 over m cubed, which is D. 35, write the number in scientific notation. The number is 642,180. And in scientific notation, it's going to be 6.4218 times 10 to the 5th power. That's answer choice D. 36, 4.773 times 10 to the 7th. And you have to write it in standard form. So that's with 4 zeros. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 47,730,000. That is answer choice B. 37. 2.95 times 10 to the negative 4. So it was decimal 0.000295. That's D. Okay. Number 38. Number 38 says negative 14 y minus 5x minus 9x. So what do we do to that one? Combine like terms. Negative 14y minus 14x. 39, f of x equals x squared minus 5. G of x equals 3x plus 2. Find f minus g of 2. So you need to find f of 2 and g of 2, and you need to subtract them. So f of 2 is 2 squared minus 5. 4 minus 5 is negative 1. G of 2 is 3 times 2 plus 2. 6 plus 2 is 8. And you need to take negative 1 and subtract 8. So my answer there is negative 9. And that is D. Number 40. F of x equals x squared minus 2. G of x equals 3x plus 8. Find f plus g of 1/3. So f of 1/3 is 1/3 squared minus 2. When you square 1/3, you get 1/9. Minus 2. What's that? Let's write 2 as a fraction with 9 as a denominator. What would that be? What would you put in the numerator so that when it's over 9, the value is still 2? What number divided by 9 is going to give you 2? 18. So this is negative 17 over 9. g of 1/3 is 3 times 1/3 plus 8. Well, 3 times 1/3 is 1. 1 plus 8 is 9. So I need to add 9 to this. So now I really need to write 9 as some number with 9 as a denominator. So what number divided by 9 would be 9? 81. Combine your numerators. 81 minus 17 is 64. So your answer is 64 over 9, which is answer choice